It's Nolan. Now that I got your attention, I guess I should probably mention I got a new album available now on my site. Nigga, fuck all that whining and bitching. You looking for greatness, then I'm the description. Dropping knee by like a prison. Twisting your brow like ignition and split, nigga. That's what I call on the vision. I'm finna infiltrate, you cannot imitate. I'm from a pedigree, this is not Triple H. I took a road, you can't travel like Triple A. Do the impossible, just like a triple play. Genuine energy, I am not Timberlake. But a nigga too insane. Truck for the money, but to pull up in the ring. So I can give a what the fuck about what a nigga think. I'm on some new shit. Elevator my rubric. I'm an industry nuisance, giving my 2 cents. Telling niggas what the truth is. It ain't even about music. Everybody wanna know the cheat code. Bitch, I got bops on reload. I was just on live 2 hours straight. Ain't playing not one repeat song. I'm ready for the spotlight. I was on the block like a stoplight. Every day I catch lightning in the bottle. These niggas told lies by the night, hitting spots twice. Couple years I was living on fried rice. Like a treat when I got to eat Popeyes. Gotta beat them and get your whole top 5. Spit heat on top like a rabbi. It's no. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Happy Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we got to talk about Miss Megan Thee Stallion. She done previewed a brand new song, and it's sounding very Southern. It's sounding very Texas from the little preview, the little teaser that we got. So, you know, we're going to have to play that on today's show. It's only about 30 seconds worth of music, but it seems like it's coming soon if she's giving us a preview of it. I'm ready for this act 2, but, you know, I guess we're going to have to slow drag this out because she's not ready to give us all the info and the deets just yet, but it is on the way. Okay? Also in this video, we're going to talk about Eve. Who's that girl? La, 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 la. You know what I mean? She done sold her catalog to a company called Iconoclast. They're saying that she received anywhere between $25 to $50 million for the publishing. That's a fucking win, man. You understand? Eve came into the game. She did her 1, 2, and got the fuck on. She did some music. She did some TV. She did some film. And shit. Now she catering to her family, man. That's the dream. Somebody who's not receiving the same favor as Miss Eve. We've got an AI composer that's been sued in the upwards of $10 million for gaming the system, creating AI music, boosting it, getting fake streams on the music. And he's used it to cash in on the game very handsomely. However, he's going to have to turn in, most likely, his entire fortune off of his actions. So we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to get into some of our favorite artists, some of our favorite songs, some of our favorite music videos have been mysteriously disappearing from YouTube over the course of the last few days. Apparently, CSAC, which is a music PRO, which is a performance rights organization that works on behalf of composers and songwriters and publishers, they've been forcing YouTube to take this music down. And the reason is because they have not been able to come to an amicable agreement in order to keep these songs active on YouTube, which means YouTube is going to have to come out of some more bread in order to keep these songs available on the platform. All right, so we're going to talk about all of those things in today's show. So all my music business people, those of y'all that used to tune into the Pen Game Portfolio show, those of y'all that have been looking for me to talk about this type of stuff, make sure that you're tuned in. Make sure that you send it to somebody. Make sure that you're liking it. Otherwise, you're telling the algorithm that you really aren't looking for this type of show. All right, but before we get into all the nuts and bolts and the background details of the industry, let's just get into Megan Thee Stallion, man. We got, like I said, we got a new preview of some music. We've been following her all year. She's had a hell of a year, and she's not letting up just yet. All right, so let's see what she got for the people. All right, with this little snippet.
I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This shit come with the fame. That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking this good. I'm in my prime. These niggas gotta get played. If these bitches ain't mad, I need to go harder. I can't let them think we the same. Ass sitting up like a horse's, pretty like a portrait. Mouth full of diamonds and porcelain. Bitch, I know I'm gorgeous. Little bitty waist, big titties, I don't need no corset. Rich off these endorsements, shy hoes lazy. I always worry about a boyfriend. Poxy and thicky and think I'm tasting the money and look like I ate a few hundred. I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This shit come with the fame. That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking this good. I'm in my prime. These niggas gotta get played. If these bitches ain't mad, I need to go harder. I can't let them think we the same. Ass sitting up like a horse's, pretty like a portrait. Mouth full of diamonds and porcelain. Bitch, I know I'm gorgeous. Little bitty waist, big titties, I don't need no corset. Rich off these endorsements, shy hoes lazy. I always worry about a boyfriend. Poxy and thicky and think I'm tasting the money and look like I ate a few hundred.
She snapped on that bit, man. She snapping on that bit. She showed up with the Johnny Dang grill and shit. Diamonds iced the motherfucked out. So Texas, so Southern, so country with it. And y'all know me. I got a song talking about some, hey, this that Atlanta shit, Alabama shit, Mississippi, that country soul, Reeboks and Jabot, rep your city, bitch, we for the South. Go off and I'm out. Sweet tea sip, old school with the wood grain whip. Jimming that screw shit when we tip. Jimming that screw shit. So y'all already know how I get down. I like that shit. I like that type of stuff. That's my vibe right there. I would, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would love for Megan to just give us that for like a project. You know what I'm saying? She kind of gave it with that with Megan, but I would love her to lean into that. That's just me though. That's my taste. She's got a whole, you know, other different sections of fan bases that love what she does and want to hear her expand her palette, her sound and everything like that. But for me, I'd be content with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say is I hope that what would really take that record to the next level is if it's like a dope R&B singer doing like a fly ass hook talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Like on some what's a good example? Blazing the club, throwing up. You know what I'm saying? Not like that necessarily, but that's an example of like a song in a similar vibe. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about. Do Shazam on my motherfucking melody. But man, that shit excites me, man, because you know, Southern hip hop is dying. I don't know if y'all know. It is dying. The trap has completely taken it over for the last decade. So much so that the rest of the world has inundated and you know, just flooded out the trap market to where what was uniquely Southern is now a universal custom. You know what I'm saying? It's just what niggas do. Just like how drill is being perverted, and I don't even like that shit. But anyway, I love when people lean into Southern music, okay? Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, his is now certified platinum. So salute to that. I know some people out there that's not going to like that. They're not going to like the fact that I'm announcing it. They're not going to like the fact that I'm standing on business with this shit. But I like Megan Thee Stallion. I support Megan Thee Stallion. Even when she drops music that I don't always, you know what I mean, a song here or there that's not always my cup of tea. I like her as an artist. I like her as, you know, as far as who she portrays herself to be, and I'm under the belief that that's genuinely who she is. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm just saying I fuck with her, and I salute the moves, and I like what she had going on. You know what I'm saying? She say she rich off of just endorsements, which is not a fucking lie. Every 2 weeks she got a new endorsement, bringing in the money. As an independent artist, somebody who has an independent ethos and you know what I'm saying, wants to do some of the same, I gotta salute it. How could I not? You gotta be a hater. Anyway, let's get to Eve. You know what I'm saying? Before they say I'm a fucking stan or some bullshit. Let's get to Eve. Okay? So, Grammy winner Eve has sold the rights to Iconoclast in an 8-figure deal. According to a press release issued by the company, it has acquired the publishing rights to the catalog of double platinum selling and Grammy Award winning hip hop artist Eve. Sources have told Music Business Worldwide that the transaction was an 8-figure deal in the ballpark of between $25 to $50 million. Described by Iconoclast as a trailblazer in the music industry, Eve first gained recognition in the late 90s with her debut album Let There Be Eve, Rough Riders' First Lady, which made her the third female rapper in history, history, to reach number one on the Billboard 200. With hit singles like Gangsta Lovin', Love Is Blind, and Who's That Girl, Iconoclast notes that Eve, became a defining voice in hip-hop, known for her lyrical prowess, dynamic flow, and unique fusion of rap and R&B influences. Eve has previously collaborated with artists like The Roots, if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Missy Elliott, Alicia Keys, and others. Even Gwen Stefani won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Song Collaboration for the song Let Me Blow Your Mind in 2002. Let Me Blow Your Mind was also recently sampled by Central C in his July 2022 hit Doja. Central C fans out there, that's actually the only Central C song that I've liked. Funny enough. They say Iconoclast founder Olivier Chastain is a veteran music executive and was previously CEO at Iconic Artists Group. He founded Iconoclast in late 2021 and at the time purchased a music publishing and NIL rights plus so he purchased Robbie Robertson's music publishing and NIL rights plus his recorded music interests covering his career. So this is what they do, right? Now, Eve, to my knowledge, did not sell her name, image, and likeness to this company, just the publishing royalties, right? And the thing about publishing royalties when you sell them, because I know there's going to be people out there that's going to say, oh, $25 to $50 million ain't enough. You should have held on to it. That's a lifetime asset and all that good shit. The whole point of when people give you that $25 to $50 million is they take a valuation of the current amount that you're bringing in on an annual basis. And then they multiply that. It could be anywhere in the upwards of 10x, 20x, 30x, right? So that multiplies it. So if you're bringing in, let's just say if Eve is bringing in $2 million a year, and I would probably estimate probably a little less than that off publishing, because publishing ain't the fastest way to make your money. But if she's bringing in $1 million, $500,000, whatever it is, off pub royalties per year, they multiplied that out to where, you know, you're basically going to be set for anywhere between 20, 30 years up front. Some people are willing to stand their ground. But the thing about standing your ground is it's a toss-up, right? You can cash in, you know, situations like a Central C samples your song and creates new interest in the original. You get paid off of that sample usage and the publishing and whatnot. But there's also many artists who hold on and they never receive this offer again. Their music becomes less popular over time and they never get the opportunity to cash in on what they deserve or, you know, just what their life's work would have allowed them to. And then they got to do shows for the rest of their life. As y'all know, Eve is not out here performing, doing legacy shows like that. She'll pop out every now and then. She did that Queen's TV show, which I think was her getting a little taste back in the game of like, oh shit, let me play a rapper on TV and like tap into Eve, right? The show got canceled. I actually enjoyed the show, but it didn't last long. And okay, cool. I was able to do that. What's next? She got a book out. She's making her rounds with the book. She's making smart moves. Not to mention, she's with a very successful mate as well, who's probably, you know, they're probably having real life conversations behind the scenes on like, okay, if we take this deal, what can we do with it to secure our future even further? What can we invest in? So she might have a plan to take that $25-50 million, whatever it is, and turn that into 150 over the course of the next 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So just put your thinking cap on before jumping on Eve for letting go the pub. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she owned her masters anyway, but maybe one day she'll receive those in a reversion, which means that she'll have an opportunity to either keep those, cash in on the streams, or eventually she could probably sell the rights to her masters and get another $20-30 million all over again. You know, if her masters ever revert back to her, that would be an option. So salute to Eve, man. She's come a long way. She's done a lot, and she's quiet. She don't bother nobody. She stay out the fucking way. She's a family woman. That shit is the fucking blueprint. And I want to just go ahead and play a motherfucking applause for these ladies out here killing it. Megan doing it in the present. Eve did her shit, put it down, and she's still out here doing her motherfucking thing. I want to salute. If you don't agree, it's okay. But it's not going to change my opinion. But you're always welcome to share yours, as long as you're not being disrespectful. Disrespect is not welcome on this channel. Niggas have found themselves either getting their ass served in the comments or blocked. And these days, I'd rather just block your ass than to go back and forth. I'm living my best life. Okay? We're going to keep the show rolling. So next up on the docket, we've got this AI composer that I told y'all about in the beginning of the show. And he's made a lot of money in the music industry, but just as fast as he could earn it, he may have to give it back. Okay? Let's get to it. So, Law 360 has reported Michael Smith, who's a 52-year-old resident of North Carolina, he entered a not guilty plea last week in a Manhattan courtroom during a brief proceeding. According to court documents, Judge John Cote has issued an order setting Mr. Smith's bail at $500,000. So he's currently locked up for streaming fraud. Okay. They say the U.S. government charged Smith with 3 felony counts in connection with a scheme to create hundreds of thousands of songs with artificial intelligence and use automated programs called bots to stream the AI-generated songs billions of times. Smith is alleged to have fraudulently generated over $10 million in royalties through the scheme between 2017 and 2024. So he pulled this scheme for 7 years and made over $10 million as a 52-year-old man. Now you're sitting in jail wondering what the fuck did I do wrong? Shit. What did I get myself into? They say he's facing charges of wire fraud conspiracy, and money laundering conspiracy, each which carry a maximum of 20 years in prison. The indictment, which was unsealed earlier this month, alleged that Smith used a number of measures to artificially boost streams, including fake email accounts and cloud services, and paying for family plans on various streaming platforms. At one point, according to the DOJ's announcement, Mr. Smith estimated that he could use bots to generate somewhere around 661,000 streams per day, generating annual royalties of about $1.2 million. Okay? All fake. The music was fake and the streams were fake. And he ran up a bag, faking it, and made it. Okay? Spotify has come out and tried to absolve themselves of any wrongdoing. So they went on record to say that their platform only accounted for less than 1% of the 10 million he generated. They say Spotify invests heavily in automated and manual reviews to prevent, detect, and mitigate the impact of artificial streaming. And I will say that they absolutely do that. So much so that artists are now finding their artist accounts being deleted. Different distribution companies out there are being forced to close people's music accounts. People that have generated legit royalties are even getting mistaken for fake royalties, which I think is a big problem that needs to be under control. But it's the fucking wild, wild west. We got all type, like, y'all thought y'all thought scamming was really just going down on the streets. You thought niggas was just doing credit card fraud. You thought motherfuckers were just doing that chase shit. No, baby. Niggas is scheming the music game too and getting fucking caught. They say in this case, it appears that Spotify's preventative measures worked and limited the royalties Mr. Smith was able to generate from Spotify to approximately $60,000 out of the $10 million noted in his indictment. So only $60,000 of his $10 million came from Spotify. You know you was running some bullshit, boy. Because most artists are getting the majority of their royalties from Spotify. That's like the main platform everybody talks about. So what, you was getting checks from Deezer? You been out here scheming on the Deezer? You getting YouTube royalties, man? What the fuck? Let me know. Let me know what you did. I ain't saying I want to do it. I'm just saying I want to research it. I don't need $10 million. Oh, man. The indictment against Smith described one unnamed streaming service that was able to detect Smith's alleged fraudulent streaming activities and cut him off from payments as early as 2019. So one of the platforms cut him off 2 years in. The rest of these motherfuckers was slow as snails. They say the streaming service referred to as Streaming Platform 1 in the indictment has been identified by news outlets as Spotify. Okay, so that was them that cut him off in 2019. Okay. They say shortly thereafter, Mr. Smith communicated directly with Spotify to deny that he was engaging in streaming fraud, and he demanded that they reinstate his music. Clearly, they didn't. Okay. The MLC, which is a company that I've promoted and talked about on my channel, but y'all definitely got to get y'all shit together with y'all payments. They identified irregularities in Smith's streaming data and withheld his royalty payments. The development arrived a month after the MLC announced a collaboration with music streaming fraud detection company called BeatDap, to where they are actively, keeping checks and balances over what artists are doing with their music, just to make sure that you're not using bots and crazy shit. My only issue with this is y'all need to hold that same accountability to these labels. I keep hearing about individuals, independent artists, unknown artists that are going to jail, getting charged these exorbitant fees for money they're making. But what about these fucking labels that are living off of this type of behavior? Where you think niggas is learning it from? Who you think people are studying? Hold the labels accountable too. Lock some of these motherfuckers up. Okay? BeatDap said in July that streaming fraud takes about $2 billion out of artists' royalties per year. So they cracking down heavily. $2 billion ain't no small number. Okay? Shit crazy. Again, Michael Smith allegedly produced hundreds of thousands of songs with artificial intelligence, utilized automatic features to repeatedly stream the music to generate unlawful royalties to the tune of $10 million. The defendant's alleged scheme played upon the integrity of the music industry by a concerted attempt to circumvent the streaming platform's policies. The FBI remains dedicated to plucking out those who manipulate advanced technology to receive illicit profits and infringe on the genuine artistic talent of others. He ain't the only one. In March, a man out in Denmark was sentenced to 18 months in prison after he was found guilty of data fraud and copyright infringement. This particular person was using bots to artificially inflate the stream count on over close to 700 tracks that he had uploaded to streaming platforms. If you out here trying to game the system, you might want to put a pause or end to the game. If you've made money off it and they haven't detected you, it will be a good time to stop cheating. Otherwise, your ass going to jail. All right? I'm just going to put it bluntly. Okay? Now, the final story we're going to get into in this particular video is about CSAC and their removal of some of the biggest songs, most loved artists in the industry getting deleted from YouTube. All right. I have an article here where they're talking about it. We're talking about J. Cole. We're talking about Adele. We're talking about a lot of big names. So here we are. Many hit songs are missing from YouTube and YouTube Music as it negotiates a new deal with the performing rights organization CSAC. Some of the most watched and listened to music on the platform disappeared yesterday, replaced by a short message that says video unavailable. This video contains content from CSAC. It is not available in your country, and the country in question is the US, unfortunately. They say it's probably not what people expected when they tried to stream Adele's Rolling in the Deep or other songs from artists such as Kendrick Lamar, Britney Spears, Green Day, Kanye West, Burna Boy, and more. To the average person that does not know what CSAC is, I told y'all in the beginning of the show, CSAC is a performance rights organization that works on behalf of songwriters, composers, and publishers, which is the people that create the music and write the music. And basically, you register these songs with CSAC. You do the same with BMI. You do the same with ASCAP. CSAC, on the other hand, is an international company, and it's invite only, so you can't just sign up. You have to be invited by another member in order to join. And they collect royalties on behalf of your compositions. It's just simply that, right? And they have somewhere in the margin of about 15,000 affiliated songwriters, composers, and publishers. Okay. So they have a database of 44,000 pages filled with music, right? From top artists, people you never heard of, the whole gamut. And unfortunately, they're in the negotiation period with YouTube to figure out how much money is going to take from YouTube for them to be able to keep the songs that their writers and producers and etc. contributed to on the site. And the crazy thing is, it's not just the songs completely from their database. Like, say, I'm a BMI writer, right? But if I collaborated with somebody that signed up on CSAC, my music would be affected as well. Right? Even J. Cole's manager, Ibrahim, ended up coming out and speaking on this because a couple of J. Cole songs have disappeared from platforms. To which he says, I'm going to show y'all these screenshots. Give me a second. So if you went on any of your favorite artist pages in the last day or so, 24 hours, and you saw this image here, this video contains content from CSAC. It is not available in your country with a black screen. This is exactly what we're talking about. You see, this video has close to 240 million views, and all of a sudden, it's just no longer available. And they're trying to negotiate this, but until they get the negotiation worked out, it's going to remain like this, which could take weeks and or months before they come to an agreement. Hopefully sometime sooner than that, right? I've got another image to show y'all with Cole's manager speaking to the situation. So on Twitter, we got this guy here, Tillis Caleb, says, yo, tell Hove to stop tripping. They blocked She Knows off YouTube. Ibrahim says, yo, that ain't got nothing to do with Hove. CSAC and YouTube couldn't agree on a deal, and all CSAC related songs are pulled down on YouTube in the US, and the She Knows sample is a CSAC writer. So now we're seeing, even if you sample music that comes from them, your music is being affected. He says it's a lot of songs that's been taken down, Let's hope it's back up soon, though. Another song of J. Cole's, which has been knocked down, is Love Yours, which is a huge fan favorite from Cole's catalog. And again, one of the writers on that song are CSAC affiliated, therefore kaput for the time being. We don't know how long it's going to take for these songs to get back up. I think Power by Kanye West is fucked up. Like I said, Rolling in the Deep by Adele, like a lot of shit. Nirvana music has been taken down. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers being affected by this shit. And the artists can't do nothing about it. They can't make no phone calls. They can't say, hey, get my shit back up. There's nothing they can do until CSAC and YouTube sit down at the table, have a meeting and state, this is how much money you're going to have to pay in order to get this stuff reinstated on YouTube. And if YouTube says, fuck y'all, this music may never come back. Most likely it will, because they don't want to lose revenue and lose market share of people going to Daily Motion to go watch these videos or any other platforms, right? Or spend more time on Spotify playing the music rather than watching a music video. So they're going to figure out how to make it happen. But it's hugely unfortunate for the artists and for the fans that have been running up the fucking streams on this stuff for years. I mean, that's a video that's been out for 10 years, and all of a sudden it's blackout time. This music industry is very cutthroat. It's all about dollars and cents. I used to think this was a game of creativity and art and artistic freedom and love and all of that good shit. And that is a part of it. It plays a role. But the significance of all of that altruistic shit, the margin is nowhere near what I thought. That might be 10, 15%. Everything else, 85, 90%, business, money, advertising, marketing. It's just the way it is. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. A song that has not been taken down nowhere is called Big Dog. I'm going to need y'all to go stream Big Dog. It'll be linked down below in the comments. It just came out earlier this month. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to keep that thing rolling. Make sure to add it to your playlist. Send it to your homie. Send it to somebody you know. If you love hip hop, I'm sure you will love Big Dog because it has all the elements. It's fun. It's lyrical. The beat is hard. What more could you want? You know what I'm saying? Go stream that for me. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.